Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 293. All right, the title of today's lesson is Each of must be followed by a plural noun, but a singular verb. Yeah, so this could definitely be confusing to students because, of course, plural noun is usually followed by a plural verb. So let's take a look at some examples here. So each of the speakers, so of course each of you follow with a plural noun, were excellent. Yeah, to be honest, I could even see some native speakers making this mistake without even realizing it. So each of the speakers were excellent. Now the correct way to say it would be each of the speakers was excellent, because if you're looking at each of, you're looking at them individually. So that's why we use a singular verb. But each of by itself actually implies a plural noun, so it has to be followed by a plural noun. So that's why it's confusing. But let's continue. Let's look at some more examples here. Each of the passengers were injured in that accident. Again, with the X, this is wrong. All right, so each of, we do have the plural noun, but you're not supposed to be using the plural verb here. You should actually be using was, so I should have was written here. So it should be each of the passengers was injured in that accident. Okay, good. Let's look at the next one. Each of them were late. All right, again, the same thing. So the them is plural. You're using a plural verb. This is wrong with the X. So here, I have the check here next to the was. It should be each of them was late. Yeah, so that's the way it is. Now, let's be careful here because remember, each by itself, not each of, but each by itself is not followed by a plural noun. It's followed by a singular noun, right? So don't get confused here. So each of by itself must be followed by a singular noun. So you can understand why students of ESL might get confused by this. Now, this is one where a native speaker probably wouldn't get confused, but a native speaker might get confused about the verb. But with the two of these together, I could easily understand how a student where English is a second language could get confused. So again, with the X, this would be wrong. If we said we had to deal with each customers, each by itself, not each of, but each by itself should be followed with a singular noun, not a plural noun. So we had to deal with each customers one at a time. No, that's wrong. With the check, this is correct. We had to deal with each customer one at a time. And we have one more example like this. Each student, again, with the X, that would be wrong. If it's each by itself, not each of. Each student, with the check, that would be correct. Each student handed in his or her paper after the test was finished. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. So remember, each by itself, use a singular noun to follow it. Each of, use a plural noun, but a singular verb. Okay, anyway, I hope it's clear. I hope you got it. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.